The BMW M3, the ultimate driving machine. But where did it all start? Join us in a look back at the history and evolution of one of the most iconic performance cars BMW has ever made. In 1976, BMW introduced the 3 Series. It quickly became a success. BMW started to build 5,000 M3 cars in the year 1986 for the sole purpose of satisfying Group A touring rules. These regulations and rules allowed car manufacturers to compete in touring car racing and rallying. BMW produced the M3 as a coupe body style and also convertible. From a distance, the BMW M3 looked very similar to the 3 Series coupe, but besides the roof, door panels and hood, it was a different car. The M3 was wider and lower, which helped keeping it planted to the road and improve stability. The car undergone a series of aerodynamic improvements that had a great effect on its performance. Suspension and steering were also revised to work together with the powerful 2.3-liter engine, producing 192 horsepower, which back in 1986 was very impressive. In November of 1988, Car and Driver magazine wrote, quote, "When its tail is twisted, the 2,857-pound M3 dashes to 60 miles per hour in 6.9 seconds and trips the quarter-mile lights in 15.2 seconds at 92 miles per hour. Top speed is an Autobahn-tuned, 141 miles per hour. That's enough punch to blow off the Mercedes-Benz 190e 2.3 and stay neck and neck with the Porsche 944S. Best of all, the M3's power delivery is wonderfully linear. It pulls willingly from its mid-range all the way to its sizzling 7,250 revolutions per minute redline." The BMW M3 went hand in hand with the late 80s corporate American mindset. Americans developed expensive taste, and the BMW M3 was exactly what everyone looked for. BMW high-end luxury design fit the bill exactly. They came as standard with a power sunroof, stereo, power windows and locks, air conditioning, and leather-wrapped steering wheel. In 1988, BMW introduced an open-top version of the M3. Apart from additional strengthening to the body to account for the lack of a roof, the open-top version was identical to the hardtop version. The open-top M3 offered a nice range of optional extras, like a built-in fax machine and a telephone. In 1989, BMW introduced the Sport Evolution. It came with a 2.5-liter engine producing 235 horsepower and top speed of 250 km per hour, which are 155 miles per hour. Among a few design changes, the Sport Evolution included a rear wing and adjustable multi-position front splitter. In 1990, BMW introduced the next generation of the 3 Series. It was much more luxurious than the previous model, as well as bigger and heavier. BMW's M division immediately began work on the next M3 model, trying to come up with a car that will become at least as popular as the older model. The result was introduced in 1992. It was a brand new design with a 6-cylinder 3.0-liter engine that produced 286 horsepower. The new car was more powerful and was fitted with new aerodynamic features such as a rear diffuser and side skirts. A 4-door sedan and a convertible versions of the M3 were introduced in 1995. The sedan was more luxurious with its wood trim and 17-inch wheels as standard. The convertible was less sporty and included 17-inch double-spoke wheels. In October 2000, at the Geneva Motor Show, BMW introduced the third-generation M3, which came as a sedan and convertible. Both models were very popular. The new M3 came with a 3.2-liter straight-six engine that produced 343 horsepower. It came with 18-inch wheels and was far more luxurious than previous models. Top speed was limited to 250 km per hour, which are 155 miles per hour. BMW fitted new suspension and braking systems as well. The M3 CSL was introduced in 2003 and quickly became BMW's most iconic car of all time. Color options were limited to 3, including gray, black, and silver. It was lighter than previous models thanks to the use of carbon fiber parts and thinner glass windows. The CSL came with a 3-liter engine, producing 360 horsepower. The CSL gave birth to the M3 Competition Sport Edition in 2005. It included larger brakes and 19-inch wheels. In an attempt to compete with Audi's RS4 model, who gained massive popularity around the world, in 2007, BMW released the 4th generation M3 sedan. It came with a V8 engine producing 414 horsepower. The 4th Gen M3 didn't include as many carbon fiber parts as used in previous models, and the car became heavier. The BMW GTS was introduced in 2010. It was an orange beast, after BMW engineers managed to reduce 71 kilograms of weight. The GTS came with a 4.4 liters engine producing 450 horsepower. Carbon fiber was used again, in order to keep weight down, and radio, air conditioning were considered as options. The 5th generation M3 was introduced in 2014 with a 3-liter engine producing 431 horsepower instead of the previous V8 engine. Exterior changes included new wing mirrors, an aggressive front bumper and grille. Model types were sedan, coupe, convertible, and a new version of GTS that was introduced in 2010. The 6th generation M3 is scheduled to be released in 2021. You don't have to be a BMW fan to know that it's going to be amazing. BMW is known for their ultimate driving machine slogan. Throughout the years there has been various changes to the M3, but, it's safe to say, that each and every M3 produced is indeed, an ultimate driving machine.